Alright then guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here with another, I know it doesn't sound like it, but apparently this is a first person horror. So, yeah. I said that, I literally just read the description and I cannot remember a single thing it told me other than that. So let's go. Apparently we've got to uncover secrets, which is usually the case.
My name is not important, but you may call me Desmond. I was trained to secretly serve the government of my country.
Alright, we're a spy.
This nation has always been governed in an absolutist manner by an institution called the Ministry. The Ministry, on the verge of joining the European Union, ordered to erase all traces of its terrible activities, including the facts of Oack Grove and the sinister experiments of Dr. Lewelin. My orders were to enter Oack Grove. Once there, to retrieve certain documents. The logbook of the guard of the Grove, in the office of his wooden house. Official ministry documents in the laboratory of Lewelin Manor, located on the other side of the lake. The dossiers of the secret experiments that were carried out there, in the office of the experimental hospital. Once the material was recovered, the only way to escape from that place was the Charon staircase, a secret passage that only Lewelin knew how to access. The next night at 10 p.m., I went through the gate at Oack Grove. Seconds later, the gate closed behind me definitively. What I found there, it is something the world needs to know about. I am Agent Codename Desmond. This is my story.
Ooh. Oh wow, it's dark.
The sound of that old worn door seemed to warn me that it was waiting for me that night.
Okay, that's our diary. Okay. Alright, let's have a read. The Facts of Oack Grove. Oh, they spelled that wrong. Oack Grove, yeah. In 1976, Artemius Lewelin, eminent physician and Earl of Oack Grove, officially disappeared in circumstances that have never been explained. The truth was quite different. The Ministry had recruited him several years ago for an operation classified as top secret, Project Alpha. Basically, it was about experimenting with new individual methods for the training and improvement of new spies. Dr. Lewelin made only one condition. Everything was to be done in the grounds surrounding the Lewelin mansion, populated for the most part by a lush grove of trees. An experimental hospital was secretly set up with the best technology of the time. The Oack Grove was enclosed with a security system that only allowed the gate to be opened from the outside. This prevented the escape of what were called alpha individuals. In 1976, without significant results, the government cancelled the project and withdrew the funds, but Dr. Lewelin would not listen to reason. He and his patients remained inexplicably locked behind the bars of Oack Grove, knowing that they would never be able to leave, as a large outer gate could not be opened from inside the compound. The Ministry ordered constant surveillance of its bars by security forces and the army. For 40 years it remained impregnable. No one knew what was going on there. No one has entered it since it was closed. No one knows if there are still survivors. They were left to their fate, and the subject was forgotten in the most sinister way. Well, I mean, I think after 40 years they would be dead by this point. And also, where would they be getting their food? It's not like somebody's launching pizza over their walls now, is it? Oh wait, I forgot to check the diary. Oh, that was in the diary. Oh, okay.
My coat could not protect me from the cold wind, and the obstinate silence turned the forest into a desolate place.
Sorry guys, I'm just opening my drink. There we go. Oh. Hang on. Let me. Let's turn that up a little bit. And no difference. Fabulous.
Could anyone still live there? Those who were confined to Oack Grove almost 40 years ago would surely be dead.
That's what I'm saying, well, except for that person, apparently. They're out for their evening stroll. Let's follow them.
There it was, the majestic Lewelin Manor, in the middle of the lake.
Oh, okay. So it's Hogwarts.
An old fence, rusted by the implacable passage of time, led to what looked from afar like a small graveyard.
I'm sorry, it's really hard to see, guys. It's just as hard for me to see as well. Oh. Hi!
This
Hi.
must have been the guard's house. In front of the wharf, watching over the secrets of Lewelin Manor like a faithful guard.
Aye. Wait there. Oh my god, I can see. Oh. Okay, that might be a little too bright. I know we couldn't see, but we don't want it to be like daytime. Do you know what? That'll do fine. We'll just pretend it's like just the onset of evening. Oh, wait there. No key in the inventory, okay.
In the darkness, what was once the guard's house now seemed abandoned and forgotten.
Oh, we need a code. Although abandoned, there's still a feeling of life. Hello? Anybody home? Cool. Got some good creepy noises going on in here. Well, I mean, when you go use the bathroom, bro, you gotta use the bathroom. Where's this door? Alright, guess we're not going out that way.
The wood gave off a strong, musty smell, and its creaks suggested ancient secrets that had not yet been told.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a big fancy house for a gatekeeper. La tres gracias, the 3 thanks? Oh, 3 graces. I think it was Aphrodite, Athena, and Hera. They were all no, that was the golden apple of Paris. 3 graces. I think they were the muses. 3 farm workers, peasant pride. Dissidents imprisoned. Oh. That seems a little... Hey look, somebody did deliver pizza. There's some stairs. Don't like it. There's so many ways to go. Oh. Found a key. I don't know what it's for, but we got a key. Alright, let's clear this floor first, shall we? Ah, holy moly. Nobody's home.
The kitchen was clean, as if someone had used it recently.
2 abuelas. So we've got the 3 graces, the 2 oldest. Might be the code to that key code door. Hey, Nightmare! I know, this is a good way to wake up in the morning, isn't it? Scared of bejeebers at myself or something. Oh, that must be the gatekeeper. Seth. Okay. I was gonna do one that's scarier than this, but oh. But I wasn't quite feeling up to it this morning. Oh, don't worry. Once I've done this, I'm doing a not so scary game. So I got an RPG lined up. Like I said, I got a couple on the back burner. What in Minecraft? Way to go.
The wind blew across the windowsills, uttering soft sobs.
Oh. Hi? Hello? I bet the door slammed shut. Bye! Do we know if the gatekeeper had a kid? Right, more doors. How does that work? Look, you can see those doors there, right? There's a door there. How does that work spatially? Okay, it's only a little cupboard. Oh, Mr. Crawley Man can stay well put. I was just on the lower floor. Oh, what? This is a saving thing? Oh, holy moly. We're fudged. Well, no, I just thought, like, because of... Not the way the doors move, but because of, like... It wouldn't look big enough to fit another room in there, but it's only a small, sort of, like, linen closet type deal.
That room was different. It was clean and well kept. It looked like A children's room.
What
The
children's room have
atmosphere
you seen
was
that look
warm,
like
and
this?
the temperature suggested that someone had been there recently. Someone who probably still lives in the house.
I mean, if you got people being trained as secret spies, some of them must be female. So maybe they're reproducing. Los cinco jugadores. 5 gamblers. See, jugadores is one that I've seen before. Los cinco? Yeah. See, we don't learn Spanish over here, which is really ironic because we live across the water from Spain, but we still pick stuff up. Dara. After so many years of searching for the old logbooks, I have found it. I am saddened that Devon and Seth can no longer be by my side in this quest. If someone ever finds this note, run away, run. Don't let the curse of Oack Grove catch you. Look for the Charon's staircase. Don Quijote de la Mancha. La Mancha, I think, is children, isn't it? So was it like stories for children? If I'm translating loosely, I don't know. We don't do Spanish here, so. Seth and Dara. Oh, so Dara's the little girl. So far we've got 325. Navidad. Ah! Nos for Navidad. Like it's Spanish Merry Christmas. Oh. So Seth found a dead person. Seth is the dead person. Oh, I see. She saw him unconscious in there, so she went in, found him dead. Oh, I see. So she meets Seth. They look like kids. Because like, he ain't got a beard there, but he's got a beard there. And it hits Christmas. Goes clonk. Ends up dead. Oh, so she leaves him there and then heads on over to the castle. Yeah, I see dead people. Nice. Oh, here's the chess set she was playing. So we should find a skeleton in here somewhere, right? Courageous scientists of the country, the first to arrive to the moon. So wait, were they training these kids to be spies, like, from kidhood? So this is Dara. Oh, that little girl that we just saw. So good. Wind blew it. It's breezy over here too. This
A
looks like it's
decaying room.
used.
This is probably where the guard slept. Where was he now? Would he still be alive?
Exactly, and look back in the day, like the most successful female spy. Nobody anticipated a female. That's how she was so successful. Was it Matahari or something? Despacho! One chest room, kitchen, dining room, Dara's room. Hang on, I've only got 3 numbers. Hang on, I need to write this down. Right, so we've got right there, got a piece of paper. Number 1 is chess. 2, kitchen. 3 is dining room. And then 4 is Dara. Right. So let's pop on over to Dara's room. Oh! Must be the daily delivery of pizza. Cradle a baby. Oh! Alright then. Oh, here's the 4th one. 4 seasons. I can't read that properly. 4 estaciones. It says 4. So chess room is a 4. Dara's room is the 5. Dining room was the 3. 2. I know! Why would that be creepy, eh? Yeah. Hey, Nightmare? Ring, ring! Someone's ringing on telephone. No one's home. You know we're gonna have to answer, right? Oh, hello. Or he can answer for us. I'm cool with him answering the phone. Alright, so this is dancing room, dining room. Hey, he just answered the phone. Hello? Oh, well, you! God, if you don't want to talk, why ring? Oh, no one's home. Waiting for him to bang on it. Hello? Oh. The spies brought in the babies. Also, Dara was his like that. It's cool, bruh. Oh, okay. Okay. So she was like an orphan type deal. Well, she probably wasn't an orphan, but like that's how babies used to be dropped off, wasn't it? On a nun's doorstep with a basket. Oh, no. Reset. So it's, what is it? 4235. 4, 1. Yay! Dara's evolution. Continues without physical problems. Her health is good. Oh! So the Lord of the Castle brought her over. So she would have been one of the... she would have been one of the experiments. I still don't detect any trace of telepathic evolution. Ah, so maybe the would-be spies that are over there, he sort of bred them, as it were. Yeah, that would explain. Although she's showing more and more interest on the other side of the lake. I've attributed this to the logical curiosity nature arouses at this early age. Everything continues as it is. May the God who judges everything bless you and the leader. Okay. Okay. I think I'm getting a feel for this. Oh, it looks like they did get close, though. Like, if he raised her as his. Alright, what we got? Yeah, it seems that after experimenting with some subjects called Alpha and others Omega, the doctor asked the guards' help for a new protocol catalogued under the name Delta. Oh, so he bred Alpha and Omega, and they produced Delta, that kid. Like Dealer. Whatever. Makes sense because he just dropped the T then, didn't he? A request like Mrs. Seth, a request like this has not been easy for me to ask of you, considering that this new responsibility exceeds the obligations that you already have. I know of your goodwill, and I have also been informed of the reasons why you volunteered to serve my orders in the Oack Grove, and believe me, I will not judge your past. As you will know, after the failure of the Alpha project, the Omega protocol was launched substantially based on a much more severe chemical treatment of specimens. Now, after some terrible and fruitless years, on the threshold of 1976, I will communicate my intentions to generate a new experimental protocol that I'll call Delta, of which there will only be 2 specimens. I order you, and at the same time, I beg you, to collaborate with me in this last attempt. The Delta treatment is the most evolved, and you do not have to fear any act of violence by any specimen. We have eliminated the component that angered the previous generation. Believe me, every trace of Omega is erased from the new treatment. Weekly, we will communicate by written reports. In your patriotic attitude lies the future of our country. Honour to the ministry, obedience to the God who judges everything. Artemis Lewelin. Okay, so Omega went completely... like, out the window. So why did Alpha fail? So we should be due some violent people then, at some point, right? Looks like a guard's log. 4 a.m. the transport has arrived at an instant. Corresponds to the monthly collection. Delivery to Hostel La Patria. Ministry of Charity Centre. Once death reports have been checked, I have registered 5 entries. To the latter, there are obvious signs of general absence of basic functions. According to the single protocol, the subject A is therefore destroyed by the usual procedure. Wait, so that skeleton then... right? So Dila only went over to the castle after Seth died. Well, I mean, we knew that, but we didn't know. We didn't know that he was like her father figure. Oh, I can take this one? Shoot. Where's the back door? Wait, where did we see that crawly man? We are out!
The night was dark, and a dense fog had invaded the entire landscape. I could feel the dampness in my bones.
Seth!
Suddenly, an ivory reflection caught my attention. There, lying on the ground, were the remains of the one who, one day, was Seth, the guard.
But did he kill himself? Or was it one of those violent ones? Because, I mean, the picture only sees her seeing him. Guard's diary. Dara, that's it, not dealer. Dara. It's getting older. My pointless explanations are no longer worth her. The day that Dr. Lewelin entered the door with the girl in his arms, I never thought I would love her so much. I am faithful to the ministry and to the unique doctrine of God that judges everything. Doubt if I am doing the right thing. Bruh, I would take his diary just to, like, honour him. Because he did a good thing looking after this little girl, but his boss just dumped on his doorstep. Bye, Dara. I'll leave you in there. Because it would have been like 40 years. So there is no way you were still kid.
A sinuous path stretched out in front of me, leading into the darkness and fog. As I crossed the old gate, a fatuous reflection warned me of the presence of an old cemetery.
Oh, we're on the other side of that gate that we saw. Oh, these are glowy.
Lichen-covered graves, scratched by wind and rain, seemed to be
Adelaide
mixed with
Lewelin.
gravestones that had yet to bear the wounds of
Say,
time.
these are glowy. What is it? So that's like 200 years. 1976 was Artemius Lewelin. So this is like his grandmother. Lavina Lewelin. 90. Lavinia. But she died like... she was born 1 year later. But then died 9 years earlier. Died under the holy embrace of the God who judges everything. Do you know, I'm beginning to think that whoever made this game is Spanish. Just a slight thought. Looks like something should be standing on it. Sacrificed his life in search of forgiveness from the God who judges everything. He generously granted it to him. Who?
In a small corner, away from the rest of the tombs,
Oh, these must be
simple
experiments.
and humble tombstones stood out. Alpha Zone, Omega Zone.
Yeah, so alphas are on the left, omega is on the right. His dark soul rests under another lap. This one has no thingy. So I know we've got the codes. But I don't think we're digging anybody up just yet. Like a father's love for his children, the God who judges everything protects this gateway. I doubt it. Oh, yeah, because we're gonna climb down into that hole. I think not, sir. There's Mr. Lewelin. Oh, he went through the back wall, okay. Yeah, but I saw a... Oh. Did he kill Seth? Dara, come kill the bloke who killed your father. Oh. Sort of like adopted father. Yeah, but I wanted to see up here real quick as well. Where is it? Over here. So if I'm correct, this should lead us back up to the front of Gatekeeper's house. Yeah, because I remember coming by here, because on the right is the lake. So I figured we'd have to go into the hole anyway, but I wanted to just make sure I got our layout correct. Because just in case I've got to run from something, I need to know where I'm going. This blokey went to this wall here. Into the hole we go. A well cared for plant. It's obvious that someone takes care of it. Plant adorns the grave of a woman named Agatha Lewelin. So his wife? Maybe his daughter? Because he said there was two. So maybe Dara has a twin. Well, Artemis is up. Guess he doesn't like sleeping in. Gotta say, that's lit and this isn't. Either we gotta light it or gotta smack it. Oh, well, I guess they didn't want to sleep in either. Oh, okay, their bodies are still there. It's fine. Well, one of them is. Wait, these are delta. If I remember my Greek hieroglyphs correctly. Because we've got alpha, omega, and he said about there being two deltas. So maybe they were twins, and Agatha was his wife, and she carried the babies? I don't know why I'm turning these off. Probably the worst thing to do. Oh. Well, I can't relight them, so... Oh. What are we doing? It's making me look here. Oh! Oh, grown-up Dara! Devon. Brother? Devon. I was right, it is Delta. The drawing you like so much, always together, Dara. Yeah, so Dara and Devon. Written by Dara. Met you without knowing you. I talked to you without speaking to you. and I loved you without realizing it. For so many years I've felt love for you without knowing it, and now that we are finally together, the disease separates us again. I hope you know that the short time we were together was worth it. I love you, Dara. Aww. Dara, yeah. So far, twinness is sort of tracking here. So it makes sense then, if Agatha was their mom, or at least their surrogate for it. Explains why she's got the little plant, and the father doesn't. Ah, it was his wife, yeah. The other, his own grave, was empty. Would he still be alive? The secret chamber contained 2 more tombs, one occupied and one empty. Both bore the delta symbol of the Greek alphabet on their slab. Yeah, now how do I get out of here? Because, like, I feel like this is a doorway here. Alright, so we're following this Dara girl. Seems legit. Did she go over here? Nope. Right. Oh, there she is. Wait up, Dara! So yeah, if it was, if maybe Delta's issues, they, like, although he removed the aggression,
the time had
maybe they
come
had
to cross
other
the lake
issues.
and enter the mysterious Lewelin Manor.
Hogwarts! Everybody, hold on to your boat. Did half expecting Hogwarts music to start playing there. Move along. I'm opening up my leftovers from last night. Ooh. I mean, talk about wanting privacy, but getting takeaway must be a nightmare here. I already decided that for them to live, he must have had pizza just, like, thrown over the wall. I mean, I would totally live in a place like this. You know? As long as it's got a decent internet connection, we're good. And good heating. Because this does look very cold. I would need a good deal of heat. Sustainable energy, of course, because can you imagine the heating bill for this place? Oh, heated floors, definitely, yeah. You'd I'd put like maybe a mill to generate that power for the heat. You know? Does it look breezy enough? Maybe like a little wind turbine type deal as well. You know? Not sure about electricity though. Maybe you could generate also electricity, like you'd have a mill for the electricity and the water for heating. Because I mean, you know, it's not too bad if the electricity goes out, but you know, you're gonna freeze to death otherwise. You know, and if you ain't got electricity to light the rooms, you can at least use candles. You know, do some beekeeping. Make your own bee candles, bee wax candles. I mean, because he must have had some form of sustainability here if he's getting people in to train them as better spies. That's what I thought. Well, I don't think, like, solar panels were really a thing back in the 70s. So that's why I didn't suggest those as a light source. Oh, I know. You'd use the spies to do the cleaning. Wax on, wax off style. Oh, that would be Agatha. And look, she even got butlers. So, see, they would have definitely... He shot her? He shot his wife? Oh, this did a real quick 180 there. Bro! Why'd you kill your wife? To be fair, the way she was running, it looked like she was trying to get in to protect somebody. Because she wasn't running at him, so it wasn't an anger thing. And she wasn't running away from him. In fact, she was trying to run past him. Yeah, I was thinking maybe the kids. Because she wasn't running away, which you would have done if you'd seen the gun. She wasn't running at him to try, like, disarm him. She was trying to run past him to get to the mansion. Which means the kids must have been in here. So maybe she thought he was going to hurt the kids. Okay. It's a fabulous lobby, though. I like this. Needs a bit of upkeep, but... Wow. It's really nice. Oh, I love the ceiling. What's this? Looks like a poem of song. It is signed by A. Lewelin. So it could be either. Hymn to the god who judges everything. Alright, so we got a religious nutcase. So maybe he killed his wife out of religious reasons. On the yellow and worn skin of your pale divine hands rests a rose-glowing intense ruby with an emerald stem and hostile touch. In the blue mantle of your sap and severe gaze, as supreme judge and maker of the happenings of the universe, you obediently detract the violet ray of the power of the infinite cosmos, and illuminate with your endless power the deep blue of the night. See, I don't like this sort of poems. They have no rhyme or rhythm to them. I don't like them. Oh, defend me from the black fate that stalks me. Take away the grey cloud which on the horizon overlooks me, laden with perilous threatening storm, and bring us to our joy in the brown dusk, the amber light of the setting sun. Like, anyone who actually does like poetry, like, I don't know, maybe that's a good poem? I have no idea. Power's on, but the phone don't work. Have you tried turning it off and then on again? Yeah, apparently it's a hymn, according to that piece of paper. Looks like a poem or a song assigned by that, but then the top says, hymn to the God who judges everything. Oh, I don't like this. Oh. Definitely some kind of code. The Red Sisters round the table. Roaring Kings. Corridor observers. The time that stopped. Oh my god. Nightmare, write this down for me! Yeah, I'd think how many of each. Red Sisters round a table. Roaring Kings. So I think Roaring Kings would be lions. Corridor observers. So not statue. Either statues or suits of armor. Maybe? Or it could be paintings. Now the time that stopped would be a clock that's broke. So we know that. Red Sisters round a table. Glasses of wine? Maybe? Because, I mean, you'd have one at each seat, wouldn't you? Well, he's not roaring. And he's not roaring. But there's two of them. Thank you! Okay, so I'm going to go on a limb here. And although they're not actually roaring, they are technically roaring kings because they roar. So we're going to go 2 for the kings. Well, she's eyeballing a broken window. Crud. Who broke that window? Let's not go for the broken one yet. Why does he look like he's following us with his eyes? Is it just me, Nightmare? Okay. Like, I know the old American War poster is America Needs You. I know that the finger is done in such a way it makes it look like it's following you. Hi? That'd be Agatha. I can understand that you're peeved because your husband shot you. I am fully on board with you here, girl. Yeah. And I know there's 1 or 2 that artists that have managed to do that. But I can't think of any off the top of my head right now. An old adventure novel. Cool. See, I like those covers. They were always like, they were actually like fabric-y type deal. Okay, so wait, what was it? It was corridor observers. I mean, this guy's actually looking into the corridor. So that's 2 I've seen that are actually looking into the corridor. Because she's looking away. So we've got the guy on the corner. But this is in a corridor, so... 2, because he's looking straight at us. He's looking to the side. I don't know what the hell that is. And this is if we count the pictures as the observers.
After the cold of the night, the cozy atmosphere of that magnificent house was gratifying. It was obvious that the house had not been neglected. Was Lewelin still living there? Who was keeping it in perfect condition?
I reckon after 40 years, Lewelin would be dead, but Dara would be keeping everything running. Yeah, exactly. Woman named Dara. Good drawing. Maybe Devon did it. Look, Mrs. Lewelin, I know you're unhappy, but may I please come in? Alright, I got another code too. Wow, now this is a bathroom. Oh! Alright. I know, wine, teeth in a wine glass. I've seen him in a normal cup glass, but... Girl, I know you in there. I can't get in there. You didn't leave me no key. And how am I meant to guess this one? Would it be the same code as on the, Oh. I love this bedroom. Oh, I like it. There's the broken clock. Although it's still ticking. I mean, how am I meant to get a number from a clock, though? Because time that stopped. Is this stopped? Oh, I know this fireplace. Oh. I missed the mantle, though. I feel like a fireplace has to have a mantle that sticks out. Because then you can put like a plant pot at each end. You know, candlestick in the middle. Make it look all pretty. I mean, come on, if you tried sticking your Santa stockings here, ready for Christmas, they'd be set on fire. Prone to writing down experiences. Wait, that's day 4. So let's start from day 1. Last night, Artie took me to dinner and gave me the news we were waiting for. They've approved of his project, the one he has been preparing for so long. I think his father's position in the ministry has something to do with it, but I haven't dared to ask him. He says it's a great job opportunity and he can't miss it. Just involves a small setback. We have to move to Oack Grove, the old Lewelin mansion, and its damned marshlands. I hate that house. I hate its humidity, its constant wind, and its midnight crackles. See, so it does have wind. We could use the wind power. Artie told me he'd understand if I wanted to stay in town. He says that even though he'll have a lot of work, he'd come see me once a month or every 2 months at the most. I'll have to think it over. Day 2. I've decided. My destiny is by my husband's side. My father and Mr. Lewelin, father, organised this wedding. I was very angry. But with this year, I've learned to love Artemis. He is my husband. We love each other, and I'll always be at his side. After all, this job does it for us, doesn't it? Day 3. So funny to find this diary again. Must have forgotten it at the bottom of the drawer during the move. Still remember how innocent I was then, so many years ago. Maybe I should have stayed. I've had some really bad times, but I can't complain. I've adapted to the weather, the rainy afternoons, and the swaying of the magic lake. Incredibly, the one who should have never have come to this land is not me, it's Artemis. I've seen how his joy at the beginning was transformed into sadness, anger, regret, bad humour. His project has not worked out as he hoped. His father stopped visiting. Artie feels he has been disappointed and is afraid that the ministry will cancel his project. I see him desperate, despondent, and my company has stopped calming his spirits. At least I'm not alone. Here I've met my best friend and partner. Elisabeth started working as a maid soon after we moved in, and now she's my assistant. At first I thought she intended to flirt with Artie, as we laugh now when we talk about the beginning. Day 4. The other day I fainted. I've been resting, but I've had some strange pains in my stomach. Today Artie examined me, and surprise, I'm pregnant. When he saw my joy, Artemis relaxed. Over the years we became very distant, but I think he still worries about my health. That same night he told me it was twins, boy and girl. I couldn't be happier. I've started to feel bad. It's like I always lack energy. Lucky I have Elisabeth to laugh and play cards. Although she's been a bit strange lately. I know she's hiding something from me, but I can't imagine what it is. I've prepared the children's rooms. It's only 5 months away. I'm very frail and have almost no strength to get up, but every day I walk to the rooms that will be theirs, and if I close my eyes, I can already see them in their little cribs, crying, playing, and laughing. Ah, this woman! I have a bad feeling. My health is only deteriorating. Oh, maybe Elisabeth, because she said Elisabeth's been acting strange. Maybe Elisabeth was poisoning her. She was having an affair with Artie on the side, and hiding it from our lady here. Maybe she's poisoning her because she's got jealous that she couldn't have kids or something. Today I forced Elisabeth to promise me. Something happens to me, if the birth gets complicated and I don't get to know my children, she'll follow my instructions step by step. She must wait until Wednesday evening at 6 p.m, when the doors will be opened as usual. Then she will take the money hidden in the double bottom of my desk drawer and take the children from here to a better place where they can be happy. I just hope I don't have to come to these circumstances. Today, when she was bringing me the mid-afternoon tea, as usual, Elisabeth became serious, too serious. I think I had never seen her with that countenance. She seemed to want to confess something to me, something very important, but just at this moment Artie came in and Elisabeth became very nervous. She even dropped the tea on her hand. She bowed and left shaking. I tried to call her, but my body wasn't strong enough anymore. Another girl brought me tea today. When I asked her about Elisabeth, she said she was new and didn't know all the service well. Artemis explained to me that the rest of the service said that she left in the evening without a word. She didn't say goodbye to anyone, and didn't even take her luggage, just a change of clothes and the money. I don't know what to think. I can't imagine Elisabeth, my happy friend, the same one who had given me life all these years, leaving everything so suddenly, abandoning me in my current state. Elisabeth, where are you? What happened to you? What did you want to tell me? The day of the birth is close. I try to be strong, but I can hardly write these words. I try to forget what my wise body already knows. I won't survive the birth. I can only hope that my children will grow up healthy and strong, that they will be able to resist the life that awaits them in these lands, and that Artie will love them as I do. Ooh, the plot thickens. Maybe Artie overheard us saying that Elisabeth had to take the babies away. Wait, was that who we were seeing running to the house? The one he shot? Maybe that was who he killed. Maybe that was Elisabeth. He had 2 of the Butler people take her out, and then Artie killed her. Oh, that must be the mom. Agatha. She looks like Dara. Oh, 0233. And then Agatha would have died in childbirth because she knew she wasn't going to live. Artie, what did you do? Oh. Six, maybe? 6283. Yes! Alright then. Seth the guard and Dr. Lewelin communicated. Right, okay. I'm very sorry to have exceeded my explanations in the previous report. Contradict a position of the ministry implies the accusation of treason, but that was not my intention. I just wanted to do things right. Because of my ignorance, I think badly of the things for which I am not prepared. Rest assured I will faithfully obey all your mandates to you, and the country that I love so much. The girl continues to take the medication regularly and accurately. I put her in front of the board and insist with chest. I won't stop until she gets used to playing periodically. Okay. As you ordered, I proceeded to brain stimulation of the girl with the chess. She doesn't seem to like it much. In any case, I would suggest a more appropriate exercise for her age. There are many things that interest her. Reading is one of them. The limited collection of books I have is insufficient, but I understand the necessary censorship that you are imposing on her knowledge. Well, how is she meant to get smarter if you're going to stop her from being able to be intelligent? Oh. What room is that? Twin beds. I broke stuff. Right, so the lions are definitely 2. We're looking for a broken clock, observers in a hallway, and... oh, frick, what was the other one? Sisters around a table. Oh, frick, another key code. Oh. Today, I'm so excited. Today, Artemis has asked me to compose the music to his latest poem, Hymn to God Who Judges Everything. Artie and his family have always been very religious, and I know this is important to him. I think he wants to present it at his next private ceremony at the temple. I've also heard that he's ordered a 2-piece ornament. Is that something to do with it? I use a colour code instead of sheet music. That way no one will be able to decipher it until I have it ready. Okay. Let's go see what happens when we throw that on there. Well, we have no code for it yet anyway, so it's fine. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so the observers in the corridor nightmare must be 8. So we got 2 lions. Where is it? Where is it? So Red Sisters, Roaring Kings. So Something 2, 8. So what, 2 and something 2, 8 something. Right, okay, so let me just put that in the chat there. 2, 8 something. So I can remember. S. Telling you, this house. Oh, I see a handprint. Oh, somebody was falling.
Undoubtedly, this was the epicenter of social life in Oack Grove. Time remained at rest.
It's pretty.
For a moment, I had the feeling that guests would suddenly start arriving.
So far, we've had a kids' novel, an adventure novel, romance novel, ooh, now that fireplace I like. Oh, got achievement. Played the other piano in the Lewelin mansion. Oh, we have a table. Red sisters, so maybe 2? Unless they count the chairs, because I'm not sure here. Red sisters around a table. Ah, so maybe it could be chairs. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9, 2, 8 something. 1 maybe? Because we've only seen 1 broken clock. Oh, wait, there's a clock here. I'm going to call it a 1. Right, what was it? 9, 2, 8, 1. Ah, come on. Right, let me try that one again. So 9, 2, 8, 1. Okay. The red sisters around a table. That has to be a 9. Roaring Kings, corridor observers. Well, there was definitely 8. I know that. Time that stopped. Maybe there's more than 1 clock? Or maybe I have to count everything that's just in that room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, well, he's not looking. Okay, so we've got 6. 6 are looking in here. I know it's technically 2 clocks, but... Look, there's still 2 lions. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Uh, 3 o'clock in that room. Let's have a look. Oh. Is she the maid? Yeah, 3 o'clock. Yeah, but there's only one of those ladies in red, and it's around a table. That's why I was thinking, because it says sisters. So that's why I thought maybe the chairs. Right, let me reread that. Well, no, because it was red sisters around a table. So that's why I'm... Yeah. But they're not both around the table, are they? Otherwise, I would have definitely agreed with you. I was starting to count the ladies in red. Because I think we found one up in the frickin' upstairs hallway, too. I was just looking for red. Because if you remember, originally I thought maybe wine glasses. You know, red wine. Very tongue-in-cheek, I know, but... So maybe number 3 is 6. Because 2 of those paintings weren't looking. Oh, pardon me. And I mean, to be fair, in that big room, the reason I don't think it's that clock, and I might be wrong here, the reason I don't think it's that big clock is because everything looks pristine. The one in the bedroom is the only one that looks broken. So surely that means it would have stopped, right? Somebody's puzzles, dude. Okay, so... Yeah. But that was at an awkward time, so I'm going to go with what you were suggesting with the big one being at 3, so maybe we'll try that as a 3. I'm going to stick with the red sisters being the chairs for the moment. So 9, 2, 6, 3. 9, 2, 6, 3. Alright, but that's... Well, actually, there's 4 lions in total. Because we've got 1, 2, and then we've got the 2 over there. So... Wait, which way was it? 9, 4, 6... 3. Alright, wait. 9, 4, 6, 1. Okay. Right, yeah. 9, 4, 8. 9, 4, 8, 3. Nope. 9, 4, 8, 1. Ah! Right, let's go Seth's room. Maybe there's something in there that we're missing. Right, 1, 2. And I know there's 2 on the fireplace. There's at least 4. Oh. Hey! Oh! Naked man! Crazy naked man! Oh, this place is freaking huge.
The old, dark kitchen was pervaded by a strange stench coming from the cauldron. With its swaying, it spread like a thurible, the indescribable odor of sinister.
What is it? Oh, that looks nice though. Looks like it's noodles with like some herbs. Crazy naked man. Did he crawl out the air vent or something? Could it mean this table? Well, there's no red sisters around this table, so... Hey! No shutting the door on me! I'm counting! Yeah, we're following the crazy naked man. He had knowledge of advanced electronics. Well, I mean, he was a spy, wasn't he? He was training spies, at least. At a time as delicate as where you are, I would strongly recommend that you reverse your initiative. Understand that given the lack of results in your main responsibility / experiment, where I remind you that the Ministry has invested so much, it would be impolite to waste time trying to patent your new invention. I understand your motives, and in personal opinion, I consider your invention to be of great benefit, but a machine whose sole use is to control the lighting of the house, distribute firewood, and light a fire can wait for patents. I think it would do you no good to disappoint your father or the Ministry again. Your faithful friend and servant, AJ Spencer, blah blah blah. Well, isn't that nice? See, what a... think he crawling through air vents! Crazy naked man. Oh! Frickety frack. Crazy naked man! Ugh! Eyeball with this key. In diary, a woman from the service wrote down, oh, so maybe this is Elisabeth. This man scares me. When Agatha became pregnant, I understood perfectly his intention to take care of her and give her the best. I even agreed to collaborate with him and add that strange mixture in her tea every afternoon. When I asked him if the lady knew she was taking the products, he started to laugh. I've never been so scared. Knew it! Poison was involved, but she didn't intentionally poison. I mean, she did, but she didn't. I'm sure now something is happening here. Something strange and terrible. It's a swampy lake, this house, that hospital that not even Agatha, being the woman of this land, can visit. I can hear the shadows of horror within these walls. The ghostly screams that comes from within from the distant hospital as cries from beyond the grave. Perhaps if I hadn't befriended Agatha, I would have escaped from these lands long ago. Agatha's health is deteriorating a little bit. She says it's normal. Everything is fine. Apparently she's been led to believe that it's because she has a slightly complicated pregnancy. I'm sure it's due to the drugs I'm putting in her tea. Today, with the 5 o'clock tea, I innocently asked Agatha about her pregnancy. She fainted for more than 5 hours and woke up with pains in her belly. What does Mr. Lewelin want? He doesn't have enough experiments in this hospital? I've been watching him. He spends most of his hours locked up in the library. Yeah, she was doing what she was told, I know, but she knew something was up. She began to suspect. The other day, I set a trap in the door lock so he couldn't lock it. What was my surprise when a couple of hours later, when I entered the room, nobody was there. I'm sure he has a secret hideout somewhere in the library. There must be a hidden passage, but where? Agatha's health has got much worse. Even she, with her innocence, has forced me to promise her that if the worst happens and she dies, I will take the babies out of this house. I can't keep quiet any longer. I must tell her everything, even at the risk of my own life. Tomorrow is Wednesday and the door's open. I won't wait for her death. I'm going to take her away from this house and away from Mr. Lewelin. I've taken the money and I have a change of clothes ready for her and me. Tonight I'm going to pray for us. I'm not a believer, but if there's a God up there, we need his help. Why didn't she just pretend she put the drugs in the tea and not actually do it? Instead of keeping on, why didn't she just stop giving them and pretend that she did? Oh, Elisabeth. You guys were best buds and he made you kill her. Nope, not that one. You'd think, but she was just a maid.
The service area was the darkest part of the mansion. In the shadows, I detected the movement of something or someone. It seemed a large, dark place. The hiding place of some disturbing secret.
One from service, okay. Instructions to follow with alpha individuals. An alpha individual is technically human, but is not a person. Must learn by punishment. Giving them affection may be considered betrayal of the ministry. They are unaware of violence and are easily controlled. Despite their stature and large size, they are fearful and extremely weak. Their reasoning is basic. So basically like a special needs person, is what you're saying. If one dies, its twin must die. Method 3. Alphas who have demonstrated greater reasoning have been given a list of extremely basic tasks to test their skills. Cleaning, cooking, maintenance. They must always be under the supervision of the service and can never be delegated tasks of greater difficulty or responsibility. Not to be confused with the highly violent and voracious Omega, overendowed with something. Very dangerous. Oh, there's a virus, okay. Mainly affects twin brothers. Most births are born dead. Okay. Donating your twin children for study is patriotic. Really? The prestigious Dr. Lewelin, eminent doctor of the ministry, from his property, leads a team of researchers and nurses with the intention of curing the terrible disease. For this, they have many patriotic parents who have yielded their twin children for study and experimentation. Honour to those patriots. Recall that it only affects twin brothers. Wow, is that the excuse they went with? I see that door. I really want to know what the freaking code is. High decorate with the letter L, okay. Nothing more professional for the butler than keeping a good logbook. A singular fact has complicated the organisation and the schedule of the service. Mrs. Llewellyn's maid, Elisabeth, has disappeared without trace. There is no explanatory note in her rooms. Observed that she has not taken any luggage. Her disappearance coincides with the routine visit of 3 ministry agents in charge of monitoring the cleanliness of thought and opinion. So Llewellyn actually had 3 spies come and deal with her? I thought Lewelin did it. Perhaps she has been chosen to renew her education. They say that the luck of being ready educated brings a change to a better social position. If so, I'm happy for her. Type note. Oh, Elisabeth, you cannot imagine the pain I feel at having to write these abominable words in the official journal of the House Administration. I must lie and give a shameful and false version of what happened last night. Heartbroken, I am forced to leave for posterity a ridiculous justification for your disappearance, but my heart knows the truth and the pain it contains. The shot I heard last night. Today I checked. Dr. Llewellyn's pistol is missing a bullet, and the smell of gunpowder reveals it has been fired recently. I know I will never see you again. I know you were taken away from me, and you will never come back. I warned you so many times. You should never have meddled in Mrs. Agatha's problems. He is a despicable creature without any remorse, and does not hesitate to get rid of anyone who might stand in the way of his plans. I write this on that humble sheet of paper. In a few days I will depart from here as planned, and leave this note in the hope that someone will one day discover the truth. As for me, I will simply resign myself to being a sleepwalker who walks through life following a destiny that should have been by your side. I will love you forever. Butler! Oh, Butler, boy! Oh, well, I've had another clock. But it sounds like it's ticking. So poor Butler, like, he had to handwrite that, you know, nothing was wrong and stuff like that, but he had to type up then the truth. Did he make it out, though? Ah, there. Butler's hat. It looks like an expensive hat, probably a luxury for someone in your position. Why abandon it here? I don't think he made it out. Bud. Oh. When that? They weren't done by children, they were done by the very slow people. That's what I'm calling them. Oh, the Omegas are bad. Yeah, we got that. Oh, the alphas and the deltas were friends. An alpha was killed. Maybe they didn't kill one of the alphas. Oh, he's an alpha. Look at his forehead. Oh, boy. Nope. I need to find out what the freaking code is. Ah. Because, I'm sorry, this to me is red sisters around a table. And there are 9 of them. Is this ticking? Right, this one is not ticking, so... And the 2 broken looking ones are ticking. So... Right, and there's definitely 2 lions there. I think the key I've got is for that room. Nope. And I mean, we've got 2 here then. Right, so we're gonna go check. No lions on the lobby bit here. Wait, did I just come from here? Nope. So it's definitely 4 lions so far. So 9 and a 4. Corridor observers. Well, I would say that's 8. So I think the only problem we're having is the time that stopped. Because there's that corridor and he said observers. So I mean, obviously it has to be a 1 digit. And I mean... Alright, 1 sec. I'll be right back. Need the bathroom. I have returned. I do apologize for taking so long. Which one might look like a 5, sorry? What was I looking at? Alright, so we know 9 is definitely correct. What was I doing? Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, my brain... Whew. It took me longer than planned. Right. 9. Right, 1, 2. Tell me if you see any more lions. What, for the lions? Two, 3, 4. Am I being blind or something? Because I think you are right, Nightmare. I think that number 3 is correct. I think you are right there. So the only one that could be wrong then is the lions. Is there like mini lions around that I've been missing? Oh my god! Oh my god, 5! So was it 9? Wondered why the frickin' wardrobe was open. 9, 5, 8, 3. Yes! Key! Oh my god. See, and the thing is, I've been checking every frickin' wardrobe too that's been open. Why did I forget to check this one? Every other bloomin' room that I've been in, I have checked the stupid wardrobes. Trying to remember where these locked freaking rooms are now that could use this key. Oh. Nope, elegant key don't work in this one either. Okay. Now I know there's at least like 2 rooms downstairs. Which way did I come? Still need a key for the front door. Oh.
Little by little, the keys I found revealed the secrets of the Lewelin Manor. As if it were a museum, I was curious to go through the whole house, its nooks and crannies, its mysterious rooms.
Dara. I'm getting closer and closer. Unexpectedly, the Alpha knows more than they are capable of telling. My father's mysteries began to rebel. Charon's staircase is my only way to freedom. Tomorrow I'll go to the hospital. I don't know what awaits me there. God save me. Okay. Oh, and look, there's the Lewelin key, which we have. Where was that Oh. Oh, it's the boy. Devon. Devon!
The room on the left remained intact and was still full of evidence of life. The little world of a boy named Devon. His toys and drawings. The cheerful wallpaper.
That's cheerful wallpaper? Say so. Oh, he was stuck in a chair and jabbed up to hell. Ah. He was also made to do chess. Did he learn to carve? Apparently so well placed. Ah. Ah, but that virus said it only killed twin boys, didn't it? That's why he had a disease. Dara was saying, you know. I found you only to lose you to the disease.
Dara's room. Cold and empty. It looked like a room for an occupant who never got to use it.
Oh, so maybe he sent Dara away, well, I'd say out of an act of mercy. You know, maybe so that she didn't get attached to the boy in case he did die. That might be why he gave him to the gatekeeper. Gave her to the gatekeeper, sorry. Oh. I knocked! Okay, so where's the other freaking door? Am I gonna have to go back down into the basement? I know there was a second door with this symbol. Back into the creepy crawly man's place. Oh, wait. Would the creepy naked man be one of the alphas? That could be why. Fella. Ooh. That could be what we're seeing. I mean, I automatically thought it might be Artie. You know? Yeah. And they said, like, if one of the twins die, you gotta kill the other one. And I'm thinking, judging from the pictures we picked up earlier, one of the twins weren't killed like they were supposed to be. So that could be the one that's still alive. And remember, these ones aren't the dangerous ones, the alphas. They're the ones that are basically children in adult bodies. Okay, am I crazy here? Because I could have sworn that there were 2 doors with that funky doodle sign on them. Can I leave? Oh, I can't leave. Okay. And I mean, I think I still got it. Yeah, I still got a key. So okay, maybe I am crazy. I thought there was 2, but they've taken the elegant key off of me, so I must have been wrong. Hello? Sir? There's a fellow at the desk. Oh, he did. That's Dr. Lewelin.
The firelight illuminated a magnificent cabinet. A corpse, practically mummified by time, rested on the desk, as if death had entered the warm atmosphere.
I reckon Dara killed him.
The question arose in my mind. Why was he still there? Did no one notice his death?
No, he killed everybody. Death certificate. Dream complications at time of childbirth. She gave birth to 2 babies, identical twins, a girl and a boy. Girl is in good health. The boy is suffering arrhythmias, apparently due to a congenital heart injury. At the moment, he seems to be responding to treatment, but it is a defect that will accompany him throughout his life. In these cases, life expectancy is an average of 30 years. Really? This report has been written by Dr. Lewelin. Her husband wrote it. I'm not sure that's a valid form of identification there. Only in Virgil's company did we cross the Stygian plain to the gates of hell. That's Dante. Dante's Inferno. Because Dante and Virgil. By Dante Alighieri, I think his name was, the author. Oh, so he was holding his wife's picture at least, but why did he kill her? You poisoned her, you douche. He had a personal journal. All right, now we're gonna find out why. Well, no, because that would have been his son and his daughter, which, yeah, he could have used them to breed, but remember, he was trying to beat that virus as well. I've made an extreme decision. Last Friday, the commissioner for the control of activities of the ministry came to visit me in person. He threatened to close Oack Grove due to lack of results. If this happens, I'll be disgraced in front of the leader and condemned under the ministry's rules of community disaffection. I cannot allow this to happen. So this is the totalitarian leadership. So I'd say very Russian, I think. You know? Y'all do it for the one. I've started with my decision from the other day. Once the embryos have been formed in the placenta, it's too late. When the twins are born, their brains no longer respond to treatment, so I have to experiment from the very beginning, from the moment of conception. Only in this way will their brain be formed according to the guidelines of the reciprocal telereceptive treatment. I ordered Elisabeth this afternoon to put a sedative in Agatha's tea. Once she's asleep, I've inoculated her with 2 in vitro fertilized embryos with a gene that will create an amniotic fluid high in telereceptive protein. Well, does this count as rape? Because I'm pretty sure she did not consent to this. Because he got the maid to drug his wife asleep, and then impregnated her while she was unconscious. And I mean, were they his embryos is the question. Like, where did he happen to find them? Over the next few months, Elisabeth will periodically dispense high doses of protein and a testosterone and adrenaline inhibitor into her drink. This will prevent violent episodes such as those with other subjects. Agatha is living it up with great joy. I mean, to be fair, think about it though, Nightmare. I mean, we may not agree with his methods, but the theory appears sound as it stands so far. Because think about it. Look at back in the mental hospitals when the doctors would be doing lobotomies and stuff like that. If they hadn't done stuff like that, we wouldn't have the medical practices we have today. So I think it's a grey area. I think we have to call it a grey area, because it could promote better, safer techniques in future. I mean, look at modern day now. We're looking at genetically modified babies in robot wombs. You know? So, I mean, because they are apparently, like, I know we call them test tube babies, but they've actually created, like, I read an article about it the other day. They made, like, this robot sort of thing with an artificial womb, which would gestate the baby. So, I mean... And, I mean, they're already talking about being able to modify certain things, like if you wanted a boy instead of a girl, etc. You know? So you'd fix their genes to be a boy, not a girl. You know what I mean? So, I mean... And that's modern day. This guy is, like, at the beginning. And he's not even trying to make them boys or girls. He's just trying to make smarter people. Exactly. That's what I mean. So the disorders that run in family, the genetic modification, they are trying to, like, wipe it out, basically. Make healthier people and blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, one part of their reasoning for doing such modification is valid. But, Alright, day 3. Having confirmed the pregnancy, I have informed the commissioner, asking for a time frame for my success. He said he will present it to the Ministry's Supreme Council. Right, so so he actually went and turned to the council and was like, by the way, I impregnated my wife with potentially genetically modified children. Right, and nobody has a problem with this? Today the drug treatment has ended. Now we can only wait for the childbirth. I have informed the Commissioner of Elisabeth's Patriotic Act, helping me in this project. Stop. Her death was not in vain, and with her she sealed her silence. Her family will receive a commemorative plaque in memory of her death in an act of service to the fatherland. Okay, so this must be Russia, because as far as I'm aware, they're the only ones that call their homeland fatherland. You know, I think everyone else calls it their motherland. And it would make sense with the totalitarian leadership. Which doesn't make sense because this is all made in Spanish. So he quietly killed Elisabeth and just told the commissioner, oh yeah, she was good, but she died. Earlier this morning, Agatha went into childbirth. For the last few days, she looked like a walking corpse. I didn't tell her anything, but I knew what would happen. I watched her go into surgery, convinced that she would lose her life there. The most important thing was the children and the results. For the experiment to be successful, I decided to isolate them. The child was born with an unsolvable heart problem. He will stay with me in the mansion. Yeah. The girl will be given to Seth the guard at his house across the lake. They will never know they have a sibling, and they will live separated while we are waiting to see if there's any result. Oh, so you're basically saying that they're not, you want to experiment to see if they're not feeding off each other, basically. Oh, I learnt this. Have you learnt it yet? Seth regularly informs me of everything that's happening on the other side of the lake. The girl seems to be growing up healthy and strong. Here the child lives an unhealthy existence, seems melancholic and feels lonely because I am busy and cannot attend to him. Should have left them together. I've ordered the hospital that some experimental elements of alpha personality come to the mansion and the boy can dispose of his life as he pleases. He's getting the boy to kill alphas? It's like that scientist back in the day who had his, pupils, adopt a cat and then ordered them to kill it. Yeah. But think about it, though. I do agree with you here, Nightmare. But I just realised and just remembered, he's meant to be training better spies, isn't he? He's basically trying to raise this kid to have no emotion. I also ordered the hospital to be closed permanently after the attack of anger suffered by the Omega elements the other day. They're nothing but scum, laboratory errors with homicidal tendencies. Exactly. If they take away that, you can't give away if you're a spy. Because you haven't got your sweat going, you're not nervous, you're just neutral. They've committed a real massacre on the hospital staff. It's too dangerous to enter the building to exterminate them. They deserve to be locked up in there for life. Time has passed and there are no results. All personnel have been eliminated. According to Seth, the girl has shown interest in the other side of the lake, just like the boy, but nothing else. They're going to close down Oack Grove and forget about the project. They've cancelled the funding. I'm alone in my failure. Well, that's because you keep on freaking killing people off! I haven't received Seth's weekly report in a couple of months, so maybe something happened on the other side of the lake. The boy didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. This can only mean that either the girl is still alive or that the experiment is an absolute failure. I give up. It's been too many years. If this experiment is able to give some result, I have not obtained it. I am locked up without exit, waiting in solitude for my death. If only you were here, dear Agatha. Only now do I realise what I've done. Agatha, my dear Agatha. I don't feel good. The other day, an incomprehensibly escaped Omega from the hospital bit me. Okay, so you got zombies. The injury doesn't look good. So many years locked up here have ended without most of the medicine. If I don't look for a cure on the outside, I'll die. Alright, so he made the zombie apocalypse here. Would explain the arm there. It's a way out. I had it built at the beginning of the project and I'd forgotten all about it. At the time, we named it Charon's staircase. Through the back gardens of the mansion and through the hidden passage of the hospital. This is the only way to reach the Charon's staircase. But I am too old, too weak, and too cowardly to make this dangerous journey. I'd rather die here, in my office, next to your portrait. Right, you're not going to turn into a zombie on me now, are you? Wait, where did he say it was? In the library, I think, wasn't it? Through the back gardens of the mansion. Oh, yeah. Front door was this way. And the back door will be here. What's the code? Did he put the code on the paper and I just, like, blanked it? No. Next to a portrait. No. Any code. What's that? Only in Virgil's company did we cross the Stygian plain to the gates of hell. I mean, that must be a clue, right? Maybe the death? Like, I feel like that would be a clue. So I think that's Dante there. There have been no clues to this door. Can I just leave through the front door? Alright, screw it. I'm gonna try leave by the front door. I can't. Wait, why do I still have that? That must mean something, right? What am I meant to do with it? Like, I feel like this half that I have here, I reckon this, and once I get a second half, I can put it in that door at the top of the stairs. I feel like this might lead it to it. Strange sentence seems to be taken from a truly scholarly book. Must it mean something? It says together with Virgil. That's obviously a door. Nightmare! Any clue? Cross the Stygian to the gate of hell. I mean, that's... Yeah. Alright, we're going to leave this video here. I am going to keep on continuing. It's just I realised how long this video is. So hold on, Nightmare. We'll continue scratching our brains in a moment. For everybody else, I hope you're enjoying. If you are, hit that like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. And as always, thanks for watching. And we shall see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.